still haven't seen the vlog, I'm sorry. Are we rolling? Okay, very good. Episode 18, health insurance basics. You guys ready? What's up, everybody? My name is Arman Vakili, and this is episode 18 of the Hashtag Everything Money show, where we talk about everything that has to do with money. And I'm super excited that we've made it to episode 18. I feel like every episode from now on is going to be another milestone for me. So I'm really, really excited about it. It's kind of like rainy and gloomy out here in Southern California tonight, but thankfully we're indoors and we can still shoot and we still have all these amazing lighting. So it's going to make it look extra pretty and nice, and Deji's going to do amazing things to make me look, you know, good looking. So we'll handle that. So I think we're still going to be able to pull everything off. What is it? A lot of work? Yeah, a lot of work. All this is gonna be in black and white. I feel like all of this is just side conversation that has nothing to do with anything. So, okay, so today's episode is about health insurance, okay? And health insurance has been one of these topics, especially ever since President Obama and his whole Obamacare thing and covered California and all of these things where he mandated health insurance. It made the situation really complicated for a lot of people. And so I'll just go into it. Instead of trying to hyperbolize, I'm just gonna go into what happened. So right now, currently, I have no idea what the next presidential candidate is gonna do. I think they actually just had the vote. Did they just have the vote or? Not yet, right? Like the official vote. I'm so clueless. I'm sorry about my ignorance about this topic. I don't follow politics. I probably should start following politics, but
me neither.
You don't either. So Deji doesn't know either. So we have two completely clueless people talking about this. But okay, so here's the thing. I don't know when the new president is going to come into office, but I have a very strong feeling because there are some candidates that are using this as a selling point to get elected, that we're gonna go ahead and reverse every policy that Obama made when he was in the office. Now, one of those major campaigns that he put together was the Obamacare thing and like free health insurance for everybody, right? Everybody gets health insurance. Before Obamacare, there were two general providers. There was major medical and short-term health insurance, okay? Major medical is Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Anthem, Aetna, so on and so forth. Like the major medical insurance companies. Everybody knows them. Everybody has them. Or well, whoever has insurance pretty much has one of those. Whether you're getting it through your employer or you're getting it individually through a broker, pretty much everybody has heard of major medical companies. Now, prior to Obamacare, the rules were like this. If you have a pre-existing condition, meaning what? If you have cancer, if you have AIDS, if you've had a heart attack before, if you had a stroke before, whatever, any of those things, diabetes, any of those things would automatically disqualify you and you would not get accepted by health insurance companies unless it was like a case by case, like a very special case, okay? What Obamacare did was it mandated every single major medical company to provide insurance to the same people that were coming in with pre-existing conditions. And what it did to the consumer was, I'm healthy, right? So I'm healthy and I don't have any like major health issues. So my insurance premium should not be as high as the guy who has cancer treatments, right? But what happened was, because of the fact that Blue Cross, in this example, because of the fact that Blue Cross was now being forced to accept this guy that has cancer treatments, and his cancer treatments cost $15,000 a month. So who are they gonna charge, like, to make up for that slack? They're gonna charge me. They're gonna push my rates up. And that's what happened across the board with every single insurance company, whether you were providing the insurance through somebody's employer, whether you were providing the insurance through some kind of a union that the company was based on, or whether it was just an individual purchase of health insurance. The rates started going up, right? Covered California and Obamacare doesn't provide like decent enough coverage, and whatever coverage they do offer in a lot of situations isn't enough, so you have to come out of pocket. And in even more situations, you know, a lot of these medical facilities don't accept covered California or Obamacare as your health insurance type. So you would actually have to go ahead and come out of pocket anyway. So it really didn't do much. But what it did was it provided the opportunity for a new form of health insurance coverage to come in from, which is short-term health care, which basically means what? You get the policy, your health insurance policy, for either 6 months or 12 months, and you would renew after your period was over, after your term was over. And the stipulations, like the terms of the coverage, were very basic, very simple, right? If you answer no to these 5 questions, essentially you're covered. Do you have cancer? No. Do you have diabetes? No. Or have you ever had diabetes, or whatever it may be? So do you have cancer? No. Do you have diabetes? No. Do you have AIDS? No. Have you ever had a heart attack? No. Have you ever had a stroke? No. You're covered, right? And in that situation, your premiums would be way less, or significantly enough less, than a major medical provider, and it would be good enough for you to actually, or it would be low enough for you to actually consider a short-term healthcare company, right? And if during those 6 months that you have the coverage, or if during those 12 months that you have the coverage, one of those 5 conditions happens to you, then you're not eligible to renew your policy, right? So that's the catch, right? But considering everything, like considering all of the options that are available for you, it's kind of easy to determine which company you're going to end up going with. Because if you want, like, there are short-term healthcare companies that offer great insurance, and this is not HMO, we're talking about PPO, right? And then we'll do an episode. I just realized that we haven't covered HMO versus PPO, so we'll do an episode covering HMO versus PPO. But it's a PPO, which is a preferred provider network that you can actually get access to, instead of like the specific ones that they want you to, like, it's you can get access to pretty much any doctor that you want, right? So PPO is the preferred one, HMO not so much. So PPO is what they offer, and so you would get PPO insurance, and you wouldn't have to pay the kind of insurance premium that you would through a major medical company if you approach them as healthy as you may be, and they're charging you to make up for the slack that the cancer patient or the AIDS patient is costing the insurance company. So that's really the basics of what's happening currently in the health insurance market and the health insurance industry. And unfortunately, what's happened is that it makes it a lot tougher for the agents or for the brokers to provide insurance, or at least to provide broker services to somebody for health insurance, because now all of the responsibility and obligation for servicing the client has been placed on the agent independently, instead of being placed on the insurance company. Whereas previously it was the insurance company that would service the client, and they would do the claims and all this different kind of stuff. Now the agent has to do all of it. Why? Because of the fact that the health insurance company needs to make sure that they cover costs. They need to reduce costs as much as possible, because they're accepting all of these people with pre-existing conditions, right? So our brokerage will do health insurance for you. So we will provide health insurance coverage. It is by a case-by-case basis though. So I don't exactly know if we will accept you as a client. However, I will say that if we do accept you as a client, we will go to hell and back to make sure that you're taken care of, and everything, all of your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, and you don't have to worry about any BS unnecessary stress that would come along with having medical issues on top of the actual medical issue itself. So we'll definitely make sure we provide the absolute best service to you. But because of the fact that, I'm limited on my staff, so I don't have thousands of agents working for me, not yet anyway. So I can't really focus a lot of attention to the health insurance side of the business. We do provide it, it's case by case. Now, if you would like to speak with one of our consultants, our licensed health consultants, to actually see if you will qualify for a client for us, we would be more than happy to speak with you. There's absolutely zero cost and zero obligation to have that conversation. So you're more than welcome to call us up. If we don't provide an actual phone number, because I don't know how they're going to work that side of the company. If we don't provide a phone number, we'll provide a contact form for you guys to submit your contact information, and within 24 hours, no more, It's always typically less than 24 hours. Within 24 hours, we'll give you a call and we'll see if there's anything that we can provide to you and actually be of service. So my name is Arman Vakili. Really short, sweet, to the point episode. It was about health insurance. Please share it with a lot of your friends and a lot of your family members and coworkers, so on and so forth. I feel like this is a topic that a lot of people need clarity on, and I think you would do them a great service and a great favor to actually share this episode with them. I'm not monetizing the video. I don't monetize any of our videos, so there is no direct compensation that I'm gonna get if you actually share the video. I just wanna add as much possible value to people as I can. So the only thing that I will ask for you to do though is subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with all your friends, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you leave a question. I love answering people's questions, and if I can get it, I actually got a couple of questions through Periscope today, and so I take the questions that we get from Periscope, I take the questions that we get from Snapchat, I take the questions that we get from Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth, and we try to compile as much of valuable questions and then answer them on the episodes that we cover in the future. So I think that you're going to love it if you actually post your questions and see the kind of response that we give you. So that's pretty much today's episode. I am very thankful and grateful that you actually stuck it out this long and watched it with us. So really excited that you're here. I'm so glad that you've actually decided to subscribe to us and actually watch us, and I hope you're enjoying the content. I'm beginning to sound a little bit redundant, so I'm gonna stop thanking you and I'm gonna stop telling you what to do. The only thing that I'm gonna say is as soon as I finish talking, there's gonna be a black screen that's gonna come up. It's gonna have all of my social media stuff. Follow me, talk to me, let's have a conversation. It'll be fun. Peace.